Alright, here we go. Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic lesson known classics. This is episode number 32, 36, and Doubleshot 31, 30. We have two trades here from Top Cow, and the second trade is Not the Darkness. It's one of the era spinoffs. First up we have is Witchblade. Yes, the trade series, the collect issues from Volume 2 of Witchblade, written by Caitlin Nagrin. And despite the book being called Witchblade, she does become actually Witchblade. It's like she has the bracelet. We do kind of see it's the person who puts on the actual look. But I guess that the writer was basically hesitant to have her, clothes be shredded by the armor. And by the way, this book collects issues from Witchblade Volume 2, issues 7 through 12. So we start out with, what is this woman's name? It's been a while since I've read this. Alex. That's her name, Alex. So we start with Alex, where she is in, we actually have a flashback to 1978 of another host, Witchblade, where it's killing some people, and we see jump to present day in Hunts Point, the Bronx. We have her basically with the Witchblade as a bracelet. Actually, it's like a bracelet. Brings of wands. You think, look, it's called Witchblade. Where's the armor? Yeah, you read this book, you're like, where's the armor? Well, you do see it, except she's not covered in it. I'm like, yeah, and then she's acting like she's James Bond by putting a silencer on a freaking pistol. Yep, and she gets shot, of course. And she has to be helped out here. In case you're curious, do we finally see the armor? We do. When you'll find, we see some of the police headquarters here. And the stuff here with the FBI. Yeah, and this girl basically wakes up. It's like, phone call now, I'll start screaming. Yeah, because their server's no longer required, so. And of course, basically, it's like. Yeah, and of course, basically, she gets a needle just to calm her down, anesthetic. So, and then we see some Wicca who's covered in bandages, who's heavily burned. And we're chatting for a bit. So, okay, we finally see kind of a Witchblade, except it's not the traditional Witchblade. So, Alex's Witchblade armor is this. And you're like, that's not Witchblade. Well, it's their interpretation of Witchblade, despite I'm sure they probably thought, hey, can you write a book called Witchblade? Sure. We have new host Witchblade? Fine. I guess that the editor at Top Cow apparently did not get the memo of what the heck the Witchblade is supposed to look like. I'm sure readers remember what the heck the thing looks like. It's silver. It's like this loose metal that just covers the skin and like nope, we have to do the full bodysuit type of thing. Yeah, so let her go. And Artemis, like, and someone tries to strangle her, and she beats up the person trying to strangle her, and she proceeds to presumably kill her. And apparently we see a lot of other people get killed in this prison. Yeah, it's all more nut stuff here. Oh yeah, by the way, the girl's name is Maggie. So, more breaking stuff here. And, yeah, be a protector like usual. It's like I'm looking at this thing here, and I'm like, that's not the Witchblade at all. Now here, that's the Witchblade right there. Yes, that is the actual Witchblade. And I'm thinking, like, yeah, that's actually pretty close to the actual Witchblade. And I'm like, is the artist afraid of showing this woman's skin? I think this person is. They're afraid of showing skin. So let's make a full head to toe bodysuit, even though that's not what the Witchblade is supposed to look like. And look, oh look, she's showing skin. Even looks like a workout attire, maybe. Beats people up. Works with an actual Witchblade, so a flashback. Yeah, I'm not liking the Witchblade looking here at all. I still say this: it's not the Witchblade at all. What that loose interpretation of her, like, the silver, that's the actual Witchblade. Yeah. I mean, the bracelet is fine. I have no problem with that, where it's like a big gauntlet. I have no problem with that, but can't you at least have the Witchblade look like the actual Witchblade, like it's supposed to? Did Mark's Vestry okay this? I don't know. And then we have Alex talking to the Witchblade about stuff. Breaking down a door. A little ceremony here. While possibly passing on the torch to somebody else. Presumably. But she still has it. And then, of course, basically, like, we have this other person called himself Shadowblade. Okay? I'm like, at least the artist remember, like, oh yeah, let's have a suit up, and it's green and black. No, that's not the Witchblade at all. The artwork is still good, but the story is fine. It's just that only like 2 or 3 pages we have the actual Witchblade pop up in here, and it's fine. But what they think is the Witchblade, no, that's not it. Go back to the drawing board. I give the book roughly 8 out of 10. Next up we have is a book that I never thought I would discuss on this channel, on my channel. That being the Magdalena. Yes, a character who technically made her debut in the pages of The Darkness. This book is written by Teenie Howard. Which thinking, wait, Teenie Howard? As in the writer of books like Catwoman, Harley Quinn, Excalibur, Catherine and My 13, the Betsy by Catherine book, Knights of X. Yeah, same woman. A 4-issue miniseries released in 2017. This actually is the 4th volume of Magdalena, the Magdalena. It's also co-written by Ryan Candy, and for some reason, Top Cow decided to include, I'm not sure why this is, they included their Twitter handles in here. I'm like, was this necessary? I don't know. So, by the way, here's the cover of the first issue. Yeah, that's the actual Magdalena. That's what it's supposed to look like. So, the current the current Magdalena is a woman named Patience. It's not Daniel Baptiste anymore. Nope, it's a completely different host, which, fine, I have no problem with that. At least they got the suit right. Yeah, that's the correct suit. Unlike the frickin' Witchblade, which they decided to change the look. So, you just have her fulfilling her duty, holding the Spear of Destiny. The Spear of Destiny, those of you unfamiliar with the Spear of Destiny, this is something that was allegedly, it's never been proven to be true at all, that this was the actual spear that basically poked Jesus Christ when he was on the cross, and all the blood popped out. And there was a bunch of fish there too, that's according to the story. And somehow, that spear would touch the body of Jesus, became enchanted. And that is the purpose of Spear of Destiny. I've also seen Spear of Destiny where they use it to try, other forms of media, try to use it as a thing to alter time, that sort of thing. And the book is set in Anaheim, California! If you're curious where I get that from, that's from a movie called The Wizard, where it had Bear Bridges in it, playing the father of the main character, and it had famous lines of that, along with, "It's the Power Glove! It's so bad!" Because apparently it was. I've never held the damn thing, but I heard this thing was terrible. I have never seen this thing in person, but from what I can tell, it does exist. It was NES's accessory that just did not work half the time. Yes, the NES basically had all these accessories, and half of them didn't freaking work. Like there was also like a tic-tac-toe type of one. There was one basically I think where your head. There's a bunch of these accessories. So, they also apparently basically it's like this tattoo, which apparently causes them to bleed and unleash a fly. I'm not sure because it's gross. Also, she's wounded. And of course, they think demons aren't real, and I'm like, this is the Top Gun universe. Have you people never seen the Witchblade or the Darkness? Apparently, you haven't. And then when the Maya takes the Spear of Destiny and starts. But she gets it back to the actual person who's supposed to be in charge of it. Yeah, also apparently the pocket on this guy's chest is talking. Calls himself Mr. Warlock. Yeah. I gotta admit, this miniseries actually is pretty good. Not terrible. They basically fight some demon here. It's a quick 4-issue miniseries, and I do recommend checking it out if you're a fan of the Witchblade universe. This one feels like it's part of the Witchblade universe, despite the fact it does feature any member. Surprisingly, they don't have. I would have liked if Daniel Baptiste basically was this book, but no, again, new host, fine. Disney Witchblade, but it's a much better book than Witchblade, so I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. Yep. So yeah, that's a particular review. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, let me check some here. Okay, it's not released yet. I'm really hoping you don't play it. So, I'll see you all in the next video, which will be Doctor Who. Okay, next video. Bye.